Another three.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on it.
Orlando trailing here. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Now Mills. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Bellinelli passes to Mills. And it's blocked by Rose. An even 3-on-3 break. That's good from Mirotic on the assist by Rose. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Bulls.
Their defense has been outstanding, Kevin. Closing out on shots, blocking a lot of them as well.
Another part of their game that's made a difference tonight is all the second chance points they've been able to get.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Mike Dunleavy, he's checked in for Chicago. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Orlando's coach as he addressed his team. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said, they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Here's Vucevic. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
Rose kicks to Butler. Fires from 14, and the jumper is on the mark. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. And it's the Magic with the ball. At the defensive end, Steve, Noah is a key player.
Yeah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Kevin. He gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll when he switches out onto point guards. He's unmatched in that category.
The Magic trail by 7. Gordon with a screen on Rose. Payton. Gordon trying to break loose. No good from Payton. And the Bulls with possession. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. The feed now to Butler. Fades away. Another one falls for Chicago.
Now, they're really doing a nice job of stringing together solid possessions and building that lead up.
That's the key, Steve. They'll stay in control of this game if they can just avoid any lulls going forward.
Now here's Payton. Oladipo with a screen on Rose. Payton dishes to Gordon. Gasol with the steal. Now here's Butler. Passes it to Noah. He kicks to Rose. Bulls moving the ball around. Dishes it to Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Here's Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Gasol doing all sorts of things. He's got 14 points, and he's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Well, he's been playing a very energetic brand of defense, Clark. You got to love it.
That free throw good from Gasol. Well, guys, the D-League, a test bed for ideas that might, make their way to the NBA. And one thing we've seen there is a mission to get games down to 2 hours in length. They really want to shorten the length of these games.
Well, they've banned consecutive timeouts. They've reduced their number overall. The idea is to hold viewers' attention and provide time certainty for the broadcasters.
Gasol hits them both.
And condensing the game, we've seen it at the NBA level, too, cracking down on pregame rituals and requiring players back on the court quickly after a timeout. The commissioner even talked to owners about shortening the game to 40 minutes, so less might be more in some ways. We'll see. I'm in agreement with that. I'd love to see some of the fat trimmed off the game. I don't know if 40 minutes is where I'd go, but some of the extra things that delay the game, I would love to see that pace picked up so there's not as much wasted minutes. during the course of a 48-minute game.
Now the Bulls with it. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much.
Well, I think there's a couple of ways to shorten games. One is cutting down on the intentional fouls in crunch time. I think you could replace TV timeouts with live action advertising. Also, you might just shoot one free throw for the point value of a foul. I think the league is right to try to speed up the pace of the game, but it's a rocky road. You have to really think things through.
They've been so efficient in the paint in this game. That's an area they've totally dominated.
You know, once they ID'd the edge they had inside, they just continued to attack it.
Good. 10 points for Aaron Gordon. And here's Rose. Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Butler, a screen on Peyton. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
What a game for Rose. 22 points, and he has sent a bunch of shots in reverse.
Well, and because of that, there's now a serious intimidation factor working in their favor.
The free throw drops for Rose. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. The Magic trail by 10. And Oladipo kicks to Peyton. Pick by Vucevic. Peyton passes to Vucevic. Vucevic setting the pick for Green. And it's Vucevic missing. Chicago's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Rose with the ball. Butler sets a screen for Rose. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. Here's Noah. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2.
That sort of epitomized this game, guys. One team going all out, getting rebounds and putbacks, and the other team just dragging.
Gordon with a screen on Rose. Peyton outside. Kicks to Oladipo. Shot clock at 6. And that one misses.
Checking out the game Victor Oladipo is having. 15 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
And he's good on the second. Chicago leading by 11. Rose in the post, covered by Peyton. Rose kicks to Butler. And that one's on target from the wing. Butler's got 15 points in just the second half. Vucevic a screen on Rose. Peyton drives in. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
Beautiful job angling his body, shielding the big man from the ball on his way to the basket.
That's really the only way to do it if you're going to take it down there amongst the tall trees.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Yeah, so close to picking that pass off, guys.
At least he got a hand on it. He did what he needed to do to make sure it didn't hit the target.
Here's Dunleavy, guarded by Green. Dunleavy's shot is off. Here's Gasol. Gordon with the defensive effort.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Payton dishes to Oladipo. And here's Green outside. Rebound by Butler. The Bulls leading by 11. Outside Rose. Goes up the baseline. That's good on the jump shot. Rose has got 25 points in the game.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
Payton passes to Oladipo. Feeds it to Vucevic. From the baseline. It's hauled in by Noah. Noah's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Oladipo against Rose. Right side Rose. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Payton. Pass to Oladipo. Vucevic setting the pick for Oladipo. And Vucevic kicks to Green. Vucevic a screen on Noah. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo for 3. Can't get it to go. And it's Chicago the other way. There's the dish to Dunleavy. Back to Butler. And the layup falls. Butler's got 27.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
Vucevic a screen on Rose. Outside Green. And Vucevic kicks to Green. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Chicago leading by 15. Butler dishes to Rose. Now Noah. And it's Rose penetrating. Butler kicks to Rose. And it's off from three-point range. The Magic trail by 15. Payton outside. Pass to Vucevic. It's deflected. It's stolen by Rose. The pass to Gasol. Back to Rose. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 1:58 left to play here in the fourth. Vucevic a screen on Rose. Payton drives in. Noah with the block.
And in the paint, they have really shown some strength. Their work on the boards has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I'd certainly call it a mismatch, Steve, at least for today.
Here's Dunleavy, and out of bounds is the Magic will gain possession. Now a timeout called by Orlando. They're losing by 17. There's 1:38 left in the fourth. Here's Payton. Outside, Green. Back to Payton. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Back to Green.